Are you wondering how to find the best prenatal supplement? There are so many to choose from these days. Well, stay tuned and I'll explain. Hello and welcome to Nourish. My name is Melanie McGrice and I'm a dietitian who specialises in nutrition throughout the first 1,000 days of life, from conception through to toddlerhood, where it sets the foundations for the future health of your baby. I'd love you to download my free pregnancy meal plan from www.melaniemcgrice.com/pregnancy. However, even if you're eating the perfect pregnancy diet, it's still recommended that you take a prenatal supplement, as during pregnancy you'll require increased doses of some micronutrients. But with so many supplements on the market, it can be really confusing as to which one that you should be taking. So in this video, I'm going to share my top 3 tips for finding the best prenatal supplement. Let's dive in. Number 1. Look at the amount and type of folate in the ingredients list. Folate is the most important micronutrient in your prenatal supplement, but it comes in many different forms and doses. I'd recommend checking out my video on folic acid versus folate for more detail, but essentially, you probably fit into one of 3 common categories. Category 1 is people who need higher than standard amounts of prenatal folate. Ask your healthcare team whether or not you fall into this category. But examples include women who are overweight, women who take certain medications, and women who have a family history of neural tube defects. And if you do require higher than standard amounts of prenatal folate, ensure that your prenatal supplement meets your increased requirements. Now, category number 2 is women who require methylated folate. You see, some women don't absorb folic acid well, and if you're having problems conceiving, then you might fit into this category. You may have also had your MTHFR enzyme checked for some other reason. Either way, if you don't absorb folic acid well and require methylated folate instead, ensure that this is provided in your prenatal supplement. And finally, the 3rd category is the standard, where you simply require 400 to 500 micrograms per day of folic acid. Now, number 2 is to find out other key micronutrient recommendations in your country. You see, every country has country-specific prenatal nutrition guidelines that are based on the nutritional needs for mamas in that country. For example, in the UK, it's recommended that vitamin D is included in prenatal supplements, as most English women don't receive adequate sun to provide prenatal vitamin D requirements. Or in the US or Australia, they both recommend additional iodine supplementation during pregnancy due to iodine deficient soils. Once you know your local guidelines, ensure that the supplement that you choose meets these recommendations. And then thirdly, consider your own personalised nutrition requirements. For example, if you're getting constipated or feeling nauseous or at high risk of gestational diabetes, then you might need a prenatal supplement that's iron-free. Whereas, if your iron levels are low, you might need a supplement which contains additional iron. Is your diet low in calcium? Well, then you'll need to ensure that adequate amounts are available in your supplement. There's so many different prenatal supplements on the market, as there are so many different combinations of nutritional requirements to suit different mamas. If you're still confused about the best prenatal supplement for your personal needs, then I'd highly recommend a personalised consultation with a prenatal dietitian. Your prenatal dietitian will assess your personalised needs and make a recommendation that will suit you. I'll pop a link to our clinic in the description box below this video so that you can book in with one of my amazing dietitians if you'd like to. We undertake virtual consultations with clients from all around the world, so you'll be in very safe hands. Now, the right prenatal supplement is an important choice, but don't forget that it won't undo a bad diet. So make sure that you're eating right too. And if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more nutrition tips during your bubba's first 1,000 days. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Are you one? Sorry, I'm going to start. Where can you see? Like, do I need to sit up straight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where you're on top 10.
Oop, that's prenatal supplement.